Howdy folks, welcome back to World of Tanks. I hope you're all having a great day. Today we're featuring what wargaming refers to as self-propelled guns, although many players don't propel themselves at all. Hey guys, how you doing? Welcome back. Hope you're having a fantastic day. This guy's gonna drive backwards. No, he's just turning around. He's just turning around. SPG players are people too, and every now and then we have an SPG day. And today we're featuring the Object 261. Two of them on this team, but we're only featuring one of them. And although it has the lowest trajectory of fire and the least amount of traverse, you have to hull traverse to aim, because the least amount of whatever that's called, gun traverse.
It is most accurate because it's Russian, so Papadanya for you.
Most accurate SPG in the game, and probably the best one. Somehow, even though it has the lowest trajectory, you seem to be able to hit pretty much everywhere anyway. I don't know why.
It's just it's Russian shell. Just floats like butterfly, stings like bee.
Doesn't do a lot of damage per shot, but shoots fast and does things like this. Boop. 1,059.
Yes, not very much damage per shot, but very accurate.
Oh, wait a minute. 1,000? What? 1,000? 59? Average damage, 1,000. If you penetrate. So he penetrated the side of the STB-1. How? Nobody knows. And what about this guy? Boop! Oh, he missed! What kind of ammo is this guy using? Is he using the stunning ammo? Does not depend on distance, type of shell, damage radius to shell velocity ammo. He's using the non-stun. I think he's using. Let's just see. I've been, telling jokes and stuff. Not paying attention, guys. I'm sorry. Let's check this shot. Madril. Oh! We're gonna try and learn something in World of Tanks here. He was blind shot, I think, right? The EBR saw the tracer and took a blind shot, guys, because some people say he's cheating. You see the white circle on the map? In order for him to have been detected, the EBR would have to be inside that white circle. And I'm looking where the Manticore is. There's no way. So the EBR saw the tracer and took a blind shot. Because there's no one that could have detected him. Just a little deducement from the mini-map there, right? Yeah, so he's using the non-stun higher damage per shot ammo, and very accurate with this thing, so it is a Gatov. It is a definite option. Let's just look at this. This has 56 penetration, 1,000 damage, and the other stuff has 45 penetration, 800 damage, but it has a stun duration. Now, what that does is it costs him a lot of XP. He wants to do more damage. He's interested in doing damage. Nothing wrong with that. But it costs him XP. I don't know if it does. If he's going to do more damage. I mean, he did pen the side of the STB-1, right? He's penned the side of the STB-1, which means he got a fantastic roll there. He might not have penned the side of the STB-1 if he had the other ammo loaded. Now can he pen the side of a Leopard? Ouch! That's why he's got the non-stun ammo loaded, guys. And with this SPG, that's so accurate. But I mean, it's a Leopard. He probably would have done 1,000 on the Leopard, even if the Leopard wants to give it a go. And he missed. He rushed the shot. And the Leopard escapes too. Both these guys are shooting non-stun ammo. You see that? They landed boom, boom behind the Leopard. So there you go. That's the trade-off, right? There you go. Now you be the judge. 2 of these SPGs fired at the Leopard. They both were very close. They both missed. They did 0. But the previous shot, he hit the Leopard. He penned. He did 1,000. So, which is better? Now you have to gauge whether 45 pen versus 56 pen. A lot of tanks on their side have 50 armor, 40, 50, 60. So he's lucky he penned. Take a shot. Now see, if he had the stunning larger splash radius ammo, maybe it would have killed him. It's one of these, right? What do you think? But his team caps so that we cannot enjoy more fighting. And the EBR didn't reset. The BAP chat didn't reset. Muppet enemies. But this is the phenomena that I want to illustrate for you, is that he ends up with 3rd class there, guys. 3rd class for doing, and let's sort it by XP, 4,169 damage, right? Top damage on the team. That's a lot of damage for an SPG, only 3rd class, because he got no assistance damage. Well, he got 197. I think he tracked a tank. So that's tracking assist, right? Let's see it here. Where is it? Damage by allies, enemy due to you detecting. Damage by allies to enemy vehicle you detected. The enemy object 261. So Wargaming has no idea how their game even works. Because that object 261 was on the other side of the map. Way on the other side of the map. And there's no way this guy could have detected the enemy object 261. I remember the shot. He hit him and tracked him, and then his teammates hit him. So that's tracking assist. Wargaming, your information there is just incorrect. And he fired 10 shots. He did 4,000 damage. He lost credits. Now let's watch another game in the same SPG. And what ammo does this guy have? He has the again, the non-stun ammo. He's got 18 of them and 2 of the stunning ammo. Okay? Same guy. This is the way he likes to set it up. Let's watch another game. And I'm going to propose to you that in that first game we watched, if he had used all the regular ammo that has the stun assist, and the less penetration, less damage per shot, but the stun assist, I think he would have done about the same amount of damage, and he would have got probably 2,500, 3,000 stun assist, and maybe would have aced the tank. Would have got more XP. Why? Why do you say that, Claus? He did 1,000 on the Leopard. I know he did 1,000 on the Leopard. But when the targets you're going to pen are usually weakly armored, right? Like Leopards, STB-1s in the side. He might have penned them anyway with the regular ammo. And if he didn't, if he hit the Leopard, let's see this shot into the water. If he had the lower damage per shot, lower penetration ammo on the side of the Leopard, and he didn't pen, this game's... The guy just took 17. The shit barn hit him. If he used the other ammo and he didn't penetrate the side of the Leopard, he wouldn't have done 1,000. He might have done 450, 500. Side of a Leopard with 45 pen. If he didn't pen, he would have come out of it with quite a high, 400, 500. Now, if you recall, the second shot he took on the Leopard, he missed by this much and he did 0. So that shot he would have done 350, 400 on a Leopard. So the 2 shots with the stunning larger radius and less damage, less pen, he probably would have done 8, 9, 1,000 damage in those 2 shots instead of 1,000 damage on the 1 shot and 0 on the next, right? It would have averaged out probably similar. And the side shot on the STB-1, maybe he wouldn't have done 1,000. Maybe he would have done 450 like it did on this guy, or 350. But the guy would have been stunned there sideways. Maybe his teammates would have been shot. And he would have got 700 stun assist. So, it's apples and apples. It's Gala apples and Macintosh apples. It's not apples and oranges. It's you see what I'm saying? Like, especially in situations like this. He takes a shot. Okay, and that was good. He did 500, but they're not stunned. Okay? They're not stunned. They can still play. They're still completely maneuverable. And now this FV 215B is coming in there, so this is not a good example. But if he had shot those two guys and they're both stunned, and they use their first aid kit on the first shot, so you're causing the enemy to use their first aid kit. Then the second shot, you stun them, and it looks like the next guy that shot also does. The artillery again, the second artillery on his team, also does not have the stunning shells. Once those guys have used their first aid kits, and then you take your second shot and they're stunned for 15 seconds, your teammate pulls out and shoots them and does 480 damage. You get that assist. Your other teammate pulls out and shoots them and does 390 damage. You get that assist. You get way more XP. Now, you may want to do the damage. Some people say, I prefer to do the damage. I want to do the damage myself. Okay. And certainly, if you have an accurate SPG, each shot, if it's a hit, will do more damage. No doubt about that. But a miss will do 0. So when you average it all out, I don't know how much more damage you do. Maybe a little bit more. Yeah. But you're still at Wargaming's direct hit 263. You're still at Wargaming, the whim of Wargaming Russian number generator. I just don't think that you will consistently do... be careful how I say it here. You may do a little bit more damage if you're a good player and you make your shots count and hit. You definitely will, because the pen is higher and the damage is higher. So if you consistently hit, you miss. See, if you're not careful, if you consistently aim and you take careful shots and your shots hit, you will do more damage. But you miss a couple of shots. You rush 1 or 2 shots and you miss, like he just did. You try and hit a target on the move. You're not disciplined and waiting for that perfect shot. You're going to average out about the same, because you're going to get more damage on the shots you hit, and then you're going to miss 2 or 3. And that miss, the one we just watched where he did 0, if he had the other ammo, he would have done 250. So now, let's see. This target's moving. It's much harder. But he hit him. Very good. Very good. Yeah, see, 410. Now, if he hit the rear of that... Oh, tracking... See, he got 557 tracking assist. That was lucky. He would have got that in stun assist. But there's an example. He got it on tracking assist. That's luck. But with the other ammo, guaranteed getting it on stun assist. Notice he's going to... Minotauro, he's going to aim carefully, and he takes a shot. And you're at the whim of the Russian number generator. There he's got the highest pen, no stun, no splash, right? And the Papatanya, screen hit. No, what did it say? It didn't say screen hit. It said armor not hit. You didn't hit the armor. Your highly explosive shell hit something that's not armored. Therefore, you did 0. We decided that in Russia. You only do damage when you hit armor. If it's not armored, then Papatanya, for you. Have cookie. You did 0. Doesn't matter what shell you pick. Your armor was not hit. On an HE shell, high explosive. So you get trolled. So anyways, my point in a long-winded diatribe is, I think the ammo that has the largest splash radius and the biggest stun is better. You get more XP. You actually help your team. When the enemies are stunned constantly, you're helping them, because 2 SPGs on a team in tier 10, after they take 3 or 4 or 5 shots, so you're into the game, 3 minutes, 4 minutes. After 4 minutes, everyone at the choke point does not have a first aid kit anymore. Think about that, okay? Most of these maps have choke points. You got 2 SPGs in the game firing the ammo that stuns. They take the first few shots. They stun 2 or 3 or 4 people at once. All of those players not repair. They use their first aid kit because they don't want to be stunned. they're fighting in the choke point, they're really into the game. Boom, they don't have a first aid kit anymore. You take your next shot, they're stunned for 16 seconds. You troll them. Their games are miserable. And you get all the assistance. And I think these players that use the penetrating shell don't appreciate. That's kind of a nuance that's not appreciated. It's hard to measure. It's hard to measure how important that is. Wargaming tries to measure it with the amount of XP you get. Right? You get more XP for stun assist. But it's hard to quantify. It's subjective in a way. Like how valuable is that in the game? I think it's more valuable than you think. That's my opinion. And you'll ace the tank more and you'll get more XP. And if you get more XP, you make more credits too. And it's cheaper ammo. So I think it's a better choice. But we're watching this game where this guy is shooting nothing but the piercing stuff. Not the piercing, the non-splash. What's the ammo number 3 that he's not using? Is the AP. He's not using any of that. That's a different story. Don't even use any of that. That's the extreme. My argument in the extreme is that armor piercing shell is, if you can hit and not penetrate, you do 0. Shot like that, didn't even stun him. Might have killed him with the regular shell. He missed because he had to rush the shot. If he had the ammo with the splash damage and the wider radius, he would have for sure stunned the batch head. Might even have killed him. So what's the different radius here? Damage radius 9.5, damage radius 5. Yeah, it's almost double. So I don't know. Okay, now if this is a miss, he gets away with 0. See, there you go. That would have been a kill shot with the other ammo. I rest my case. See, he's going. Far. He had to rush the shot because the guy was backing up. With the other ammo, that would have been a kill shot. So, what do you guys think? Leave all you SPG players. And I'll tell you one thing: if you're an SPG player, you leave it in the comments what you think. Oh, I like to do damage more. Oh, I like to. You'll have your opinion, but I'll give you the opposite side for all of you SPG players. Regular players, players that play heavy tanks, medium tanks, TDs, they prefer if you use this ammo. Because a good player, well, that's going to be a good shot. Okay. A good player knows when he's detected and knows when the artillery shell is coming and is going to move. These players are really bad. Like, versus bad players that don't really try and avoid the shells or don't know how to be arty safe, I can understand. But most players will prefer if you use this shell because they don't like to be stunned. See, now you're stunned. What are you going to do, buddy? Hey, you're stunned. You couldn't do anything. The power of being stunned. And a defeat. Another good game, but a defeat. He did 3.5k damage. Top. Oh, no, this guy did 5,000. But near the top on his team. Right? Not by XP, though, because he didn't get any assistance. And he doesn't even get third class. Nothing for 3,500 damage, which is tough. And he loses credits. Where's the enemy? This guy, the Object 261. It did 1,800 damage. He's on the winning team, of course. But he did 1,800 stun assist. Stunned him at the end. And I'll tell you, for SPG players, those of you who actually play SPGs, other players prefer if you use the ammo that doesn't stun them because people hate to be stunned. You're underestimating how much of a nuisance being stunned is and how powerful being stunned or dishing out the stuns. And you're missing out on a lot of XP. So you might do a little bit more damage if you're really good at aiming, but I think it's impacting the game less. That's my opinion. Let me know what your opinion is in the chat. Although, I mean, I've seen some fantastic games with the Bat Chat Tier 10 using nothing but AP because that thing is so accurate. You know, someone taking 14 shots and hitting all 14 and penning all 14. That's the extreme. You get that situation, but not often. When you average it all together, I think with the ammo that stuns, you get the top results. And that's why when I play the Tier 9 Russian SPG with the stock gun, with that has the highest firing rate in the game for an SPG, and it doesn't do very much damage. It shoots every, like, I don't know, 8 or 9 seconds, maybe 10 seconds. But it stuns people. I aced that tank every 4th game. Because I'm stunning everyone over and over and over and over. You know, you come out of games with 3, 4, 5,000 stun assists routinely. And you get tons of XP. You ace the tank over and over and over again. You make a lot of credits. And it's a lot of fun. You can perma-stun some heavies. Some guy that's side-scraping. He's stunned again. Whoa! Leave some comments. I'm interested in knowing what you guys think. And I'll catch you guys on the next one.